Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Canto 1, Chapter 2, Shloka 7. Vasudeve Bhagavadi Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaka Janayatyasu Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Yad Ahaitukam. Vasudeva, on to Krishna Bhagavan. Bhagavadi, on to the personality of God Mahavishnu. Bhakti Yoga, contact of devotional service. Prayojita, being applied. Janayati, thus produce. Asu, very soon. Vairagyam, detachment. Jnanam, knowledge. Cha, and. Yat, that, which. Ahaitukam, causeless. Vasudeve Bhagavadi Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaka Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayat Ahaitukam. By rendering the devotional service onto the personality of God, Bhagavan Mahavishnu, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world. Vasudeve Bhagavadi Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaka Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayat Ahaitukam. Those who consider devotional service to the Supreme Lord Mahavishnu to be something like material emotional affairs may argue that in the revealed scriptures, sacrifice, charity, austerity, knowledge, mystic powers, and similar other process of transcendental realization are recommended. According to them, bhakti or the devotional service of the Lord is meant for those who cannot perform the high-grade activities. Generally, it is said that the bhakti cult is meant for the Sudras, Vaishyas, and the less intelligent women class. But that is not the actual fact. The bhakti cult is the topmost of all transcendental activities, and therefore it is simultaneously sublime and easy. It is sublime for the pure devotees who are serious about getting in contact with the Supreme Lord. And it is easy for neophytes who are just on the threshold of the house of Bhakti. To achieve the contact of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna is a great science, and it is open for all living beings, including the Sudras, Vaishyas, women, and even those lower than the low-born Sudras. So, what to speak of the high-class men like the qualified Brahmanas and the great self-realized kings? The other high-grade activities designed as sacrifice, charity, austerity, etc. are all corollary factors following the pure and scientific bhakti cult. The principles of knowledge and detachment are two important factors on the path of transcendental realization. The whole spiritual process leads to perfect knowledge of everything material and spiritual, and the results of such perfect knowledge are the ones becomes detached from material affection and becomes attached to spiritual activities. Becoming detached from material things does not mean becoming alert, although as men with a poor fund of knowledge think. Nice karma means not undertaking activities that will produce good or bad effects. Negation does not mean negation of the positive. Negation of the non-essential does not mean negation of the essential. Similarly, detachment from material forms does not mean nullifying the positive form. The bhakti cult is meant for realization of the positive form. When the positive form is realized, the negative forms are automatically eliminated. Therefore, with the development of bhakti cult, with the application of the positive service to the positive form, one naturally becomes detached from inferior things and he becomes attached to the superior things. Similarly, the bhakti cult, being the supermost occupation of the living beings, leads him out of material sense enjoyment. That is the sign of a pure devotee. He is not a fool, nor is he engaged in the inferior energies, nor does he have material values. This is not possible by dry reasoning. It actually happens by the grace of the Almighty. In conclusion, one who is a pure devotee has all other good qualities, namely knowledge, detachment, etc. But one who has only knowledge or detachment is not necessarily well acquainted with the principles of the bhakti cult. Bhakti is the supermost occupation of the human being. Vasudeve Bhagavadi ഭക്തിയോഗപ്രയോജിതഃ ജനയത്യാശു വൈരാഗ്യം ജ്ഞാനം ച യത് അഹൈതുകം. ശ്രീഹരേ നമഃ. ശ്രീഹരേ നമഃ. ഗോപികാ ജീവനസ്മരണം ഗോവിന്ദ ഗോവിന്ദ.